Hello friends, and welcome to China Exposures. November 2025 has turned into something almost unreal, strange, shocking, and darker than anything we've seen in years. Actors like Jet Li and Sammo Hung suddenly look 20 years younger, almost overnight. Meanwhile, a rising 30-something star, Yu Menglong, is reported dead, allegedly killed after refusing to play by the rules. And behind all this, the CCP's secret longevity project, known as the 981 program, has taken another terrifying step forward. The nightmare idea of elites extending their lives with the blood of the young is no longer a myth. It's stepping right out of the realm of horror fiction into reality. And the scariest part? Nanjing University published a peer-reviewed paper in Nature, one of the world's most prestigious scientific journals, showing that using young blood to extend life may actually work. Is this organ harvesting 2.0? The truth is far more brutal than anyone expected. At the same time, Taiwan's 23 million households just received war readiness manuals. Japan's new Prime Minister, Sanai Taikichi, bluntly warned that a Taiwan emergency is a Japanese national extinction crisis. The U.S. just approved South Korea to build nuclear-powered attack submarines, and a U.S. admiral in Tokyo remarked, "None of this surprises us. This isn't a movie plot. This is a real endgame script, a powder keg that could ignite the next world war at any moment." Why is Xi Jinping acting more desperate than ever? Subscribe to the channel and stay with me, because once you understand the CCP elite's obsession with blood longevity, the rest of the dark story will make sense.
A disturbing pattern in China's entertainment world. Let's start with what's been unfolding in China's entertainment industry. Something feels off, eerily off. Older celebrities suddenly look like they've been preserved in formaldehyde, smooth skin, bright eyes, a full 20 years erased overnight. And on the other side, young actors like Yu Menglong are dying mysteriously, with rumors swirling about what was done to his body even after death. Imagine this. A 62-year-old man suddenly looks 20 years younger, tight skin, sharp eyes. And then a 37-year-old rising star falls from a building, abdomen cut open, toxins found inside him. This isn't science fiction. This is China in 2025. Today, I'm going to tell you the truth. The CCP elite has mastered a horrifying technology, extending their lives using the blood of the young. And the cost? Countless young lives disappearing into the shadows. Yu Menglong's suspicious death, combined with the sudden rejuvenation of older celebrities, these events look unrelated, but when you connect the dots, they form a single, chilling chain. A supply chain of youth built for the powerful.
The missing puzzle piece, Nanjing University's breakthrough. Here's where the puzzle locks together. In April 2024, a research team at Nanjing University published a groundbreaking paper in Nature Aging. They confirmed something shocking. Young blood really can extend life. This isn't fantasy, it's biological extraction. They discovered tiny particles in young blood called small extracellular vesicles, or SEVs. When injected into aging mice, they lived 22.7% longer, regrew fur, strengthened bone density, even regained reproductive function. In science, this is a breakthrough. In an authoritarian system, it's Pandora's box, because the paper proves something chilling. The vampire logic of Western legends is biologically plausible. Fresh young blood can reverse aging. In a normal country, the first question would be, where will this young blood come from? But in a system where the state can mobilize anything, the answer becomes horrifyingly obvious.
The CCP's plan was already in motion. This technology didn't stay in the lab. According to investigative reporting, Beijing had already created a matching program, the 981 Chief Health Project. Its goal is openly stated: make top leaders live to 150 years old. This isn't wellness. This is a national-level mission. In the past, longevity meant transplant surgeries, replacing organs like worn-out hardware. But now, with the findings from Nanjing University, the CCP elite has found something much bigger. A method to reverse aging across the entire body, not just fix broken parts. This also explains why Putin once told Xi Jinping, continuous organ replacement can make a person younger and younger. The message behind that sentence is enormous. They're no longer aiming to survive longer, they're trying to rejuvenate. But to rejuvenate an entire ruling class, how much young blood would that take? How many SEVs? How many human sources?
Back to Yu Menglong, a horrifying loop emerges. This brings us back to the mystery surrounding Yu Menglong. Why did his death instantly spark nationwide speculation about a human harvesting network? Because ordinary people may not know the term SEVs, but they understand something is deeply wrong. They see more young people disappearing. They see elites and celebrities getting younger and younger. Mainland social media is full of speculation that celebrity rejuvenation might be the civilian or early-stage version of CCP elite treatments. So when we overlay the three elements, Nanjing University's paper, the CCP's 981 longevity program, and the suspicious death of Yuming Long, a terrifying closed loop appears. Science provides the method, power provides the demand, and society's most vulnerable, young people, become the raw material. In ancient times, people ate human flesh to survive hunger. In 2025, under the packaging of high technology, eating people has become a pursuit of immortality. This isn't medical progress, this is civilizational collapse.
The next chapter, Taiwan. Now let's turn our eyes toward Taiwan. The island recently distributed a nationwide all-people defense manual to every household. A simple booklet, but extremely symbolic. It teaches families where to hide, how to stay safe, how to spot disinformation like, "We've already surrendered." But what the book doesn't say is even more chilling. The next conflict might not begin with a beach landing. It may begin with a mysterious explosion or a missing drone. Time magazine recently published a report titled Under the Shadow. It described the CCP's likely strategy, not a Normandy-style invasion, but a slow, suffocating pressure campaign. Soft blockade, economic strangling, psychological warfare. The key word they used was isolation. A police-style blockade at sea, making every commercial ship check in, slowly eroding Taiwan's sovereignty while avoiding giving the US an excuse to intervene. Add in internal influence operations through temples and local groups, and you have a classic CCP strategy: win without fighting. This is why Taiwan issued that manual, not to scare people, but to break the illusion of peace as usual. Because collapse begins when panic replaces clarity.
Japan, Korea, and the first island chain locking tight. And while Taiwan braces itself, its neighbors aren't standing still. Japan's new Prime Minister, Tsunei Takaichi, nicknamed the Iron Lady, made a stunning declaration in Parliament. A Taiwan emergency is a Japanese survival crisis. Meaning, if China attacks Taiwan, Japan will consider it an attack on Japan itself. Beijing was furious. China's consul general in Japan even posted messages hinting at physical retaliation. The fact they reacted so aggressively shows this hit a nerve. Meanwhile, South Korea received US approval to build nuclear-powered attack submarines, the kind that can stay submerged for months and quietly block access to entire seas. This was once a total US technology no-go zone. Now it's greenlit. What does that tell us? The United States is rapidly fortifying the entire first island chain. Japan provides bases, Korea provides nuclear subs, Taiwan provides frontline defense. A silent iron ring is closing in. A US admiral in Tokyo even said with a smile, "We're not surprised by Japan and Korea's moves. This is not improvisation. This is strategy."
Will Xi still dare to strike by 2027? Given this tightening wall, can Xi Jinping still meet his rumored 2027 deadline for forcefully taking Taiwan? China is facing economic decline, demographic collapse, factional infighting, even life and death struggles among elites. Under that pressure, starting a war might look like the perfect distraction. But if the CCP attacks in 2026-2027, it will face Taiwan's resistance, Japan entering the war directly, Korean nuclear subs hunting from the flank, US forces striking from Guam, Yokosuka, and Busan, and potentially Trump's 150 to 200% punitive tariffs crushing China's economy. Unless Xi has lost his mind, the cost of war is now astronomical. Peaceful unification is impossible. That leaves only gray zone harassment plus domestic repression. This whole struggle looks like a gigantic game of chicken. War is avoided only when one side shows absolute readiness and its allies show absolute willingness to intervene. That's the logic of prepare for war to prevent war.
Final questions. But history rarely obeys the plans of those in power. So I leave you with these questions. Do you think Xi Jinping will truly attempt an invasion? How far has the CCP's Blood for Longevity project already gone? Have ordinary Chinese citizens already become disposable parts in an elite quest for immortality? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like. See you in the next episode of China Exposures.